Hi everyone, I am here with a February TBR, and typically in the past few years I haven't done regular TBRs. I kind of, when there's a special event, I will do a TBR, and so the catalyst for this is the We Love Jenny readathon being hosted by Tiffany from Beautiful Minutia and Christy Lewis at Christy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space. And I just really wanted to honor Jenny, and by taking part in this, I'm really grateful to the BookTube community, just as in general, how the outpouring of comments that people have shown for how much love they had for Jennifer Brooks is just really remarkable, and it's a really lovely thing to witness and behold. So I just have two books that I have picked for it, because I want to, I felt like if I picked more, I would be kind of less likely to get to them. So I picked these two, and I think hopefully it will be a really meaningful reading experience. And I appreciated that Tiffany and Christy, they linked so many videos of Jenny's, that, you know, kind of her favorites in different categories. So yeah, just really helpful announcement videos. So I will link their announcement videos in case you, for some reason, had not heard about it. It's running the whole month of February. So the first one that I want to do is in honor of Jenny. Last year was a host of Febregency. And this is a book I actually started last Febregency, so it feels right to finish it. And I have no reason that I did not finish this, because I really loved the little bit that I did read. And that is Dorothy Wordsworth's The Grasmere Journal. I really found it to be beautiful writing, and just a lovely, cozy book to be in. So yeah, her just writing about her life and what was happening. And it has really nice illustrations throughout in this edition. So yeah, oh, look at this. Just lovely clouds. So yes, I'm looking forward to continuing on in this. And then the other book that I wanted to read specifically for the We Love Jenny readathon is The King's Grave by Philippa Langley. So Richard III was one of Jenny's favorite historical figures. She just found him absolutely fascinating. And I too find the story of the finding of his body that, you know, I just loved hearing Jenny talk about it. What a big deal it was. And so Philippa Langley just had, she just has a lot of love for Richard III, and made it a goal to find his body. So this is about finding his body, and yes, just everything that went into it. And I think it could be really nice. I will be doing this on audio. So those are my two picks for that. If you do not have a channel, but you're taking part in the We Love Jenny readathon, please comment down below and let me know what you will be reading for that. And then I have a whole slew of other books that I am potentially going to be reading. My two main things that I want to achieve this month are fairy tales and sweet romance. That's what I just feel in the mood for in February, the past couple of years, and it's no different this year. So I'm really looking forward to kind of reading on whim based on all the stuff I have out from the library or on my own bookshelves. But a couple things that I am doing buddy reads or hosting a read along of. And the first I'm reading with my friends Susan and Elizabeth, and that is Crossriggs by Jane and Mary Findlater, or Findlater. But I am really looking forward to reading this with them. It is about two sisters, and the one sister moves away to Canada with her husband. They live in Scotland, but she marries a man who for work, they move to Canada. She has, I can't remember how many children it is, because I'm only one chapter into this and I haven't found that out yet. But her husband dies after they've been married for 10 years. And so she moves back to the little town of Crossriggs to live with her sister. and all of her children. And I think lots of small town drama maybe ensues. I read the first chapter and I absolutely love the writing style. And I just have to say that the first sentence, romance, I think, is like the rainbow, always a little away from the place where you stand. That's just a great opening sentence. So I'm really looking forward to reading this with Susan and Elizabeth. Yeah, just I'm in the mood for kind of more modern classics this year. And this, when was this published? 1908. So yeah, just past the Victorian. But they did have, this is, Mary and Jane were sisters. And so they published this together. They do have some that they published on their own that actually count for Victorian. So I don't know if I could get a hold of those. They seem like they're maybe hard to track down. But looking forward to this. And then on my Patreon, now this year, for the first time, I'm hosting a Victorian read every other month. And then on the in-between months, I am hosting kind of the life-softening kindred spirits kind of reads. So for the month of February, we are reading The Notting Hill Mystery, which is a Victorian novel I had never heard of until one of my patrons nominated it for the group read poll, and it won. So we're reading it, and it is told all through kind of a multimedia experience. So through letters and telegrams and newspaper articles about this murder trial that happened. Or I think murder and then maybe the trial. I'm not sure because I haven't read it. But so far, it's very engaging. I wasn't sure going in because I am typically very I'm a very hard sell on your typical whodunit in a Victorian novel form. So I am really enjoying it and really delighted to be enjoying it. And then just in case you were interested, in the month of March, we're going to be reading Mrs. Eris Goes to Paris for the kind of life-softening book. And I'm really excited to reread that book. It's been many years since I first read it. I think maybe 7 years. So looking forward to that. And then as far as romance and fairy tales go, I have a few to show you. So the first is Dear Henry, Love Edith. This is it was a 2023 release that came out, and it is a contemporary romance in the kind of You've Got Mail style where they know each other in real life. And I think the twist in this one is, though, that when they're pen pals, he thinks he's writing to an old lady, and he doesn't realize that she's this beautiful woman that he knows in his personal life. I think that's what it is. So it just sounded it sounded intriguing and like the premise of You've Got Mail. So there we are. Then, what was I going to say? Oh, I have gone ahead and ordered the third in the Septimus Heap series called Physik. So I'm very much looking forward to continuing on in that series and finding out what is going to happen to all of those characters. There were some events that were going to happen in the last book, but then there were a lot of hiccups and just obstacles in the way. So I'm really intrigued by what will happen in this next book, the next installment. Okay, and then lastly, I have a few books to actually hold up to show you. So the first is A Tale of Two Castles by Gail Carson Levine. Last month I read The Two Princesses of Bamar, and I loved revisiting that story. And I've had a couple Gail Carson Levine I haven't loved as much, but this is one that I haven't ever tried. And the main character, whose name is Elodie, she goes to the town of Two Castles, and there is a dragon that hires her to go undercover to this other, where does she go? An ogre's castle, that's what she goes. And she goes disguised as a kitchen maid. So I just liked the premise of that. I'm really hoping there's more Gail Carson Levine books out there that I could love, because the ones that I love, I really love. So hopefully this is one of those. And then I did pick up two Beverly Cleary teen romances. The first is The Luckiest Girl, which my friend Elizabeth says that this is her favorite. Like, she's read this multiple times and it's the favorite of the romances. So I'm very excited about that. And of course the barcode is kind of covering up the premise, but they're just sweet teen romances. And then Sister of the Bride. So I think this one is the older sister is getting married, and everyone is, there's a lot of kind of drama, and the wedding is bringing out the worst in everyone, but she might have a romance in the midst of that. So maybe a little bit of 16 Candles vibes to it. So yes, those are the books that I'm hoping to get to this month. I have many others that I'm also hoping to get to, but these are the ones that are kind of tippity top priority. So I will be back at the beginning of March and let you know which ones I ended up getting to. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will be back with another video soon. Bye.